Today's episode will include Andrew Zwiefel creates a robotic arm, Robotics Team End their season, 2019 Arts and Media Awards, National Honor Society Induction Banquet, your weekly weather report, this week's sports review, and secondary school announcements. Thanks for tuning in to BNC-TV, your best source for Bulldog news.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Ellery Jacoby.
And I'm Jacob Bertram. This is episode 12 of this school year, and here's the news. On Saturday, February 2nd, the Bulldog Pain Throwers were seeded 5th out of 60 teams going to the finals at the St. Cloud Rivers Edge Conference Center. They were one match away from making it to Worlds. Congratulations on a fantastic season.
On Sunday, February 10th, the Painesville National Honor Society held their annual induction banquet. Speaker for the evening was Mr. Rasmussen.
Good evening. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here tonight. It is a great honor to be here, to be able to speak to you and to share my thoughts with you tonight. Over the last few years, 2 or 3 years, I've had the pleasure of getting to know all of you. And I can honestly say that I've come to like you. I think you're wonderful people. You should be proud of yourselves. You've accomplished many great things these last few years. And you deserve to be sitting in this room celebrating your accomplishments tonight. So many of you got dressed up tonight to get patted on the back and to get told good job for the things you've accomplished. That's not why you're here. Yes, you've accomplished many great things. Yes, you've done amazing things. But this is an induction ceremony. This is not a celebration. This is not an end. This is an induction. An induction is a beginning. Your time here in the National Honor Society starts now. This is not a celebration of the great things you've done, but it's your time to figure out what you're going to do now that you're a National Honor Society member.
32 members joined this year to make a total of 62 members in the Painesville NHS chapter. Congratulations to the new members.
And now for a special weather report from our BS, MS, and PhD reporter, Mr. Thompson.
Yeah, you didn't know that the BS stood for boots and shovel. Okay, and the MS, well, you need your mittens and scarf out here today. And the PhD, well, that comes from pilot high and deeper. Ugh. Holy cow, is it snowing out here? Whoa, we might not have school the next day. Who knows? If you don't like it now, wait 5 minutes. Boy, what a snow. We're getting a lot of it. You know, they say it's cold outside, and you can tell when you go outside and it's cold. All right. Hey, boy, a little winter safety for you as long as we're on the Weather Channel here, okay? You don't want to be walking with your hands in your pockets. That's not good, okay? You just talked to Mr. Knutsvig about that. Wink, wink. Okay, so walk like a penguin or something like that, and make sure you don't have your hands in your pockets. Be ready for anything. When you fall, holy cow, you want to be able to catch yourself. Okay, if I'm not wearing these ice grippers, boy, and I'm out walking, I wonder where I'll land. I've fallen and I can't get up. Cut. All right, let's talk about the chemistry of how that salt works. You know, when you see people putting salt on the roads and on the sidewalks, what they're doing is they're putting sodium chloride or calcium chloride, in some cases, potassium chloride, all that rid ice and ice bite and all that stuff. What's happening is those chloride ions are breaking apart, you know, with the sodium ions, and when they get in between the water molecules, they won't let the crystals form. And so that's why it takes a little bit more energy to be removed, and then the melting point depresses a little bit. So it's not really heating it up, it's just getting in the way of the water molecules and those crystals formation. There you go. Okay, here I'm back again. Yeah, sure, you betcha. We got some weather moving in. Oh boy, look at this. This is Storm Lucian. Yeah, sure. Look at that. There's some puffy white clouds. They're probably cumulonimbuses. Oh no, I don't think so. Stratus? Who knows? Ask your earth science teacher. Mr. Whaler will know. Okay, so here we got this low pressure down in here, high pressure up in this area. Get that? Low and high. It actually works out like that. All this storm has been moving because the Gulf Stream moves west to east. It goes right across here. And you can see this has been happening on Tuesday now? And it's moving off way over to the east. We got some ice and rain down in here and mostly snow up in the Minnesota. Or is it Minnesota? Whatever. Okay, you don't want to get frostbite. You know that happens in 5-10 minutes in these temperatures. All right, that's it from the Painesville Bulldog News Channel. I'm Mr. Thompson, and we're reminding you to stay warm.
Mr. Zwiefel created a robotic arm and sent it with his application to MIT. Jacob had the opportunity to meet with him.
A lot of seniors are submitting their applications to different colleges they plan to attend this fall. Not too many of them build their own robotic arm. Senior Andrew Zwiefel successfully created a robotic arm on his own.
I'm Andrew Zwiefel, and I would like to share with you my robotic arm that I built for an application. So I wanted to build this robotic arm because you can make a video for a college application submitting your creativeness for whatever you want to do, and this is a project that I thought I'd enjoy. It's a robotic arm that follows your movements. So what you do is you strap it to your arm and then you can move it around and it'll move a robotic version of it. What really works is that this part is it measures your movements, and then those movements get sent all the way through here to a computer, and that computer turns it into movement for the motors.
Andrew first designed his robotic arm in a notebook and went from there.
To begin the process, what I did is that I drew out what the design would kind of look like, how these motors can follow movement, how you can get all your axes down with movement through just like a rotating motor. And so I drew out a basic design in a notebook, and I went over it a couple of times, made sure that it looked pretty good. And once I got that part down, I had to copy it into a wearable version that has these little rotating pieces in there. So for that, I also drew kind of the same design, but I made it that it can fit on a shoulder instead of being a shoulder. And for that, I use metal tubes that I just hammered down, cut up, drilled some holes through, and then spray painted black. And so that's the frame for the arm.
It only took Andrew a month to create this project from start to finish.
So this project took me about a month overall to make. It started out again with the drawings of the idea of it. Then I had to figure out how to make it with spending the least amount of money possible. So what I did for that was I researched different types of motors that could correspond to the type of computer I had, which was called the Arduino. So what I did is I read forums, I watched YouTube videos, read a couple of books. They're kind of old, but I could get my hands on, and I eventually found the parts that I needed for it. And then for that, I just made a list, put it into a proposal that I gave to the school, and the school was like, sure. So they funded the project, and then I recorded it, took some pictures of it along the way, and eventually came out to be this. And it's pretty cool. There is some glitches in it. It's not 100% perfect, but for main uses, it works pretty well.
Andrew already has some plans to improve his robot.
Then eventually what I hope up in the future is that I'll add in a hand into the bottom of it and maybe a couple sensors, like a distance sensor from the hand so I can grab an object automated instead of actually controlling it with this. But that's for the future. Yeah.
Andrew encourages students to find what they are passionate about and create something.
Get started in something like this, all you got to do is go online or talk to Mr. Thompson or just a teacher in the school, and you can get started with something like this. You can watch YouTube videos, get small kits off of Amazon or something, and just start playing around, Yeah, your curiosity can do a bunch of things if you just put your mind to it. Yeah.
Minnesota High School Activities Hub is introducing the 2019 Arts and Media Awards. There are 66 different awards that students can enter to win.
Lance Hughes from Minnesota High School Activities Hub created a video to explain the awards.
Produced by High School Activities Hub, allow to introduce the Minnesota High School Arts and Media Awards. The Minnesota High School Arts and Media Awards are 66 competitions that will use YouTube to show the arts and media talents of Minnesota high school students. Let's start with why High School Activities Hub created the Minnesota High School Arts and Media Awards. Every school's high school activities are an opportunity for students to create. High School Activities offers students an opportunity to learn videography, editing, voiceovers, graphics, photography, broadcast production, color commentary, writing, blogging, social media, website design, and website content management skills. While students get the opportunity to learn skills that will benefit them in college and their professional careers, they will also be creating real content that will be used to promote and recognize their fellow students, teams, clubs, schools, and communities. The cool thing about the arts competition is they all create an opportunity for other students to use a camera, to record fellow students' performances, edit the content, create a video, and then upload the finished product to a YouTube channel. Here's the kicker. Students can upload videos on their own YouTube channel, which will become a video portfolio, and every time their performance is viewed, their YouTube channel gets credit for the view and gets promoted by High School Activities Hub. All of the media competition submissions will be made via YouTube as well. Whether the category is videography, broadcasting, graphics, photography, or social media, the submission will be made using a video. Again, students will create, promote themselves and their school, get personal recognition, and build a portfolio at the same time. For more information, go to the High School Activities Hub website, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or join the discussion on our forum.
The due date for the award depends on which award you apply for. There is a cost to enter, but Painesville Community Education will sponsor any student that wants to apply.
Now, for this week's sports review and secondary school announcements.
Now, for this week's sports review. Boys basketball had a close game against Kimball on Tuesday, February 12th. They lost 82-66. Girls basketball won their game against Kimball on Tuesday, February 5th with a score of 61-52. They had a tough game against Ean Valley Watkins on Monday, February 11th, and the girls play at home against BBE on Friday, February 15th. And so, here are the results from the recent speech meet in Swanville. Matthew Utch, second in creative expression. Damian Christian, first in drama. Cora Henches and Anna Jacoby, fourth in duo. Ben Bugby, first in extemporaneous speaking. Sophie Strand, third in humorous. Liza Carlson, third in informative. And Molly Mogard, fifth in prose. Congratulations. Auditions for the middle school play will be on Friday, February 22nd, after school. Please meet in the auditorium. Auditions can also be arranged by contacting Sue Teicher or Jennifer Words before February 22nd. We have roles for all levels of interest and experience. We also have production team jobs available. Bring your friends, your shark, and your sense of humor.
Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.
Go Bulldogs and stay cool, Painesville.
Let's do a little bit on. Oh, that would have been good. Got it?
I got some.
Good.
Oh, as long as we don't have another thing of me saying how about my face.
Yeah, I won't put that in there as bloopers. Maybe.
Well, I'm recording right now, so you sure can.
I won't put that on there as bloopers. I promise. I won't do it.
Can you guys see it?